What's up, y'all? Hey, it's a brand new week. Kick it off right. Don't be negative on a Monday. I know it's natural to be negative on a Monday because of how you feel. Sometimes people's feelings can trick them into thinking that their day is going to go the same exact way, the same way they feel. Just because you feel a certain way don't mean that your day is going to turn out that way. Remember, like they say, life is what you make it. So make sure that what you feel doesn't interfere with the progress of your day. If you feel in a bad mood, think of something to do to help you feel better. In this video, I want to talk about Boosie and the BET Awards, but mainly Boosie. I didn't really get to see all the performances and stuff like that. I don't really follow BET Awards like that these days. It's been some years now since I've actually watched the BET Awards, the performances and all of that stuff. But salute to Busta Rhymes, though. Busta Rhymes is one of my favorite legendary fast rappers, as far as top rappers of all time, as far as like fast lyricists or, saying lyrics super fast. Twista and Busta Rhymes is up there for me. It's kind of hard. I might have to put, I don't know. Busta Rhymes is way more creative. If we're gonna talk about the whole full body of work, maybe Busta Rhymes. But I would love to see a versus between Twista and Busta Rhymes. That would be off the chain. But Busta Rhymes would probably win because he got way more hits or mainstream hits than Twista. But Twista was probably my all-time favorite growing up. But Boosie Badazz. Boosie Badazz popped up to the BET Awards. But he didn't go by himself or his personal entourage. He brought his lawyers. Yeah, I'm all the way puzzled on that one right there. That he would bring his attorneys, the ones that helped get him out on bail. It's like Boosie is celebrating as if he's been cleared of all charges, like all charges were dropped. But as far as I know, the charges, everything is still pending. He's just out on bail. So why is Boosie celebrating so much? Why is he acting like he just won the lottery? He's acting the same way Bobby Shmurda was acting when he got out. Now, of course, we know Bobby Shmurda didn't have anything else pending after he got out. But like all that smiling a whole lot, being extra goofy and silly and all that extra childish, immature behavior, Boosie is doing that now. I'm putting him in the category of all the other goofies that got out recently. From the Kodak Blacks to the Bobby Shmurdas to the Meek Mills. It's like, what you gonna do? You gonna start bunny hopping like Meek Mill? You gonna start dancing and doing these little zesty dances like Bobby Shmurda? Does Boosie Badazz have handlers? Are those alleged attorneys, those lawyers that supposedly were with Boosie at the BET Awards, were those really his handlers? That's my question. It's hard for me to believe that those are really his lawyers like that, or they are playing a position, a role. But I have never heard of nor seen a rapper who just got out of jail bring. That's almost like a conflict of interest. Like, I don't know. But I've never heard of a rapper or anybody bringing their lawyers to an award show. Like, say if they're a celebrity. I've never heard of that. Yet alone a rapper bringing their lawyers to a BET Awards with them because they helped him get out of jail. But there's been a lot of strange stuff going on while Boosie was locked up. Quando Rondo, him and his whole crew got picked up while Boosie was locked up. I don't know how close Boosie is to Quando Rondo. I don't know if Boosie knows any information about Quando Rondo and his gang ties or drug ties or whatever. But there's a weird coincidence that when Boosie gets locked up, things are happening. Quando Rondo, his house getting raided or wherever he was at, then he goes in and then Boosie is getting out now. I'm not saying that Boosie snitched on Quando Rondo and that's why Quando Rondo got picked up by the feds, but it's just strange how the feds picked up Quando Rondo after they picked up Boosie. And now Boosie is out and Quando Rondo is in, my friend. But keep a close eye on Boosie, y'all, because he got this album out now. You want to act all crazy and do all this wild shit, anything to just try to market himself. But everybody knows he's still a bottom feeder. He's a bottom feeder. He's the bottom feeder of the industry. He is that guy that's willing to eat all the crumbs possible, as long as he can still keep his land and maintain his bills and his real estate, his household and all that stuff, and still be able to make his money, go on tours and stuff. He ain't tripping. He's a bottom feeder. Boosie Badazz is the bottom feeder of the industry. He is surviving off the crumbs of all of these other top-notch artists. Because we all know Boosie can only go so far in the industry. He's damaged goods. But he helps keep the black community ignorant and acting like they ain't got no sense or no home training. So, I'm not surprised that Boosie's out or back out. And I'm going to pay close attention to how this case unfolds. And if he's really, really going to go to court or be put on trial or have to do it, if he's going to be facing any charges for his recent hiccups. But I don't know. Maybe they've been doing him a favor because he got all them kids to take care of, and we know they depend on him. His entourage, his crew depend on him. He don't really hang with a whole lot of educated men. It don't seem like, or women. So it seems like he's the only brain of his whole operation. So without Boosie, it seems like nothing is happening. At least with the people connected to him. I don't know if anyone can pick up the pieces if he's locked up, or if he has to go away for a long period of time. If they're gonna if somebody's gonna be able to hold it down for him and help run his empire until he gets out. I doubt it. But it seemed like that was one main thing that stood out. Of course, the Migos getting back together, that kind of stood out too. But that's strange. That's funny because I predicted that months ago, where I said if Quavo not take off, but I don't know, my mind's going blank right now. I just got a text, but Offset. If Quavo and Offset, I did say that if Quavo and Offset was to all of a sudden form their group back, or they get back together in the aftermath of Takeoff's death, then if you know, you know. So now I'm convinced that allegedly the job was complete. The job was done. The ritual was complete in regards to the Migos. So now it's 2 Migos left. It was 3. Like I say, the 3 Amigos. Now it's 2 Amigos. So I guess they're getting back together because they're gonna say, maybe they say, well, Takeoff would have wanted us to get back together. Well, y'all wasn't together when he was alive. It's the reason why Offset cut ties. And then all of a sudden, Takeoff gets took off the planet. And then the media put it out there as if Quavo and Offset got some beef. Then the Prince family get involved. Quavo was quiet. He didn't want to say nothing in regards to Prince family, nothing. Now all of a sudden, Quavo and Offset are back cool again. But anyway, this is about Boosie. Y'all, we need to watch Boosie and how he's moving. Because, man, if I don't know any better, I would say he's allegedly under MK Ultra. Because the way he acting right now, it's like, you too goofy. You too zesty, bruh. Some weird stuff going on with you. They got remote controls over you or something, sir. Because it's the same pattern. Memphis Bleak, Gucci Mane, Kodak Black, Bobby Shmurda, now Boosie. Y'all all come out of jail when y'all incarcerated, doing some time for something, even though Boosie wasn't locked away that much longer. I mean, he wasn't locked away that long this time around. But every time, somehow, some way, when these rappers get locked up and they get out, and they doing all this extra smiling and dancing, they got all these little white handlers around them. These weird white people we've never seen before. Next to them. By their side. Pay attention, y'all.